Let's see if Penny would like an interview. Penny, do you have anything to say? Oh, okay. Putting the finishing touches to the perch on the back entrance and a little ladder to Chicken Kingdom.
What a glorious bank holiday we've got here.
I know, it's not raining for a change. It's amazing.
Tommy will be happy.
He will, yeah.
So what have we got here?
I was doing some research into this particular make, actually, Chicken Guard, a door opener that you put on your coop that opens and closes. You set the timer and it will let your chickens in and out. So I was looking online and spoke to the company Chicken Guard, who really very kindly sent us one to review and see what we thought of it. And that's brilliant, because it was one that was my favourite and I was looking at it for a long time. So it's arrived and now we're going to see if we can set it up.
So Tommy's going to set it up.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't put me in charge of doing that.
No, or me. So,
a nice red colour?
Yeah, they come in different coloured doors apparently. They asked us which colour we'd like and we said red. It looks quite simple. We've gone for the battery version because we don't trust the sun, obviously.
British
This
rubber.
is the lovely door. No, it's not a guillotine. It has to be connected. Okay. That's all the mechanics of the of setting the timer and so on, and Tom will be showing you more about that. It comes with batteries, it comes with screws, and it's supposed to be reasonably simple to set up. So we'll have a go and we'll set the timer while we're here to make sure that the door opens, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a bit of a lie-in and the chickens can come out as early as we set the alarm.
And apparently it's just a case of like screwing it to the door.
It's very simple actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really simple.
Right, so I will say the first issue with this, and you might find this if you get this particular model, we're going to have to add extra wood because the screws are too far apart and they're falling either side of the panelling. So this is going to be extra work on top, so not completely simple. Using spirit level just to make sure that the door's in the right place. And I'm just going to put in the last screw, and then we can see it in action. Right, it's getting on for 10 o'clock at night, and we're just a little bit concerned to see whether that door is actually closed and if the chickens have got back in the coop. So I'm up here with the torch and we're going to have a look. Let's see, are there any chickens still outside? I hope not, and I hope the door's closed. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go around the front. The door's closed. Yeah, it's worked. Amazing, the door's closed and all the chickens are in. That is a success. Hello to you on this wonderful wet Sunday afternoon. It's the bank holiday weekend and I've just put the finishing touches to the chicken ladder. This is going to allow them to get into their hutch. Now we've raised it up on the concrete blocks, but for now I'm going to go and pop this in the chicken enclosure. Have a check of the eggs. 2 there.
Oh, that one's slightly speckled.
Ooh, someone's been busy.
This one we think is probably Penny. That one's a new one, I believe, because we haven't really had a speckled one like that before. we're not sure about that one, and I'll check the other side. I had there was a big one, a great big one that was laid, and I had it for breakfast this morning. It was a double yoker. We think it possibly could have been Beatrice at the back. You can see how big she is.
Phoenix is, I don't know what she's doing. Look. Anyway, I was going to give you a quick update on Chicken Guard because it's been really good, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's been really useful.
Yeah, it saved getting up at silly o'clock in the morning and coming up late at night to put them in. I will say it's not the easiest thing to set up. The manual could be a bit clearer. The interface could be a bit user-friendly. But other than that, once it's working, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And I just realised we haven't even showed how the door opens or closes. So let's drop the door. So it closes quite slowly, and apparently it's got a safety mechanism. So if a chicken gets caught in there, it will stop. So it doesn't just shoot down, which is good. Gives them a chance to get out of the way. And yeah, you can just set the timer. We've been setting the timer for opening at 6 in the morning and closing about 9:30 at night.
Yeah, which we'll have to alter as the nights get lighter because they naturally go in when it's dark.
It has got a sensor mode, so it senses when it's getting dark and when it's getting light, and it will just open according to what's happening with the natural light. But to be honest, for us, just having it on the timer is fine. Because we're up here every day, so we can just come and change it if we need to, if the clocks change. But yeah, really good. Let's open it up.
Now, after you've done that, do you have to reset it again?
Yeah, so I'll have to reset the timer for tonight, but that's easily done when you know how, but a bit of a learning curve when you first get started.
Good morning, everyone. It's the day after the garden festival, and I'm going to be putting in some of the herbs that I bought. And I've got a problem with time. Every time I've been putting in that particular herb, it dies off. So this time, yet again, I'm going to put them in pots and actually put them on my new shelf that Nick put up for me yesterday on my shed. So once I've got everything ready, I'll just give you a quick deco. These are the herbs that we bought yesterday at Toby Buckland's Garden Festival. So I've got a chocolate mint, which apparently you can add to ice cream and make tea with, and it's supposed to be really nice. This is a compact thyme, because I'm never very successful with thyme. It's supposed to be a bit stronger than ordinary thyme and a bit more potent flavour. Pink hyssop, that has medicinal uses. Apparently it's really good for a sore throat in small quantities. Green ginger rosemary. Again, this has got a stronger flavour than ordinary rosemary, with the added kick of ginger. Add to cooking, used for drinks, etc. And a cola plant. We thought this would be fun for Flo. Again, the suggested uses are add to ice cream, possibly drinks, etc. So these are the 5 herbs that we got. We would have liked to have got more, but as I say, it's really difficult to carry things around. We weren't prepared because we didn't have one of the little trolleys, but someone kindly saved these for us and we collected with other plants at the end of the day.
It's stopped raining now and the sun's come out. As some of you mentioned in your comments in the video of our tour of Toby's Garden Festival, you'd like to see the plants that we've got. Well, I'm going to show you now. So it is time for the big reveal, or should I say the fig reveal. I am totally not sorry about that one. Anyway, here are our brand new figs that we are going to be planting in our tree section. These figs are brown turkey. They're a really hardy fig tree, and a lot of UK growers choose brown turkey because they are used to the environment that the UK has. So I'm going to get these planted in today, and I'm going to take you along for the journey because there's a few things I want to try with the planting process, and fingers crossed it'll all go to plan. So this is it. This is going to be Tree World, our tree plot. I popped in some canes to show where our 4 trees are going to be. Fig tree here, cherry, and we already have a cherry tree actually. We got one, it was really cheap from Lidl's, bargain. I believe it's a sunburst cherry, and they're supposed to be really sweet cherries. It's a dwarf tree, so it is not going to grow any higher than about 5 or 6 foot. At our allotment, we do have quite specific rules about what trees you can grow and how tall they can get. So at this site, nothing can be taller than 6 foot, hence having a dwarf tree there. The figs as well, what I'm going to do, and I'll show you along the way, I've been reading up on this, so I hope I'm doing it right, we'll see, is I'm going to try and restrict their roots so they are not going to turn into absolute giant monsters. One of our neighbours advised doing this, obviously, as well as doing some reading up. An interesting story about figs is that he has said brown turkey in particular, because they grow so well in the UK, are commonly found down by our river and our canal, and this is due to how do I say it? So the sewerage system. Apparently people eating figs or waste somehow getting into sewerage leaks out into the canal or the river, and the seeds implant themselves on the riverbank, and there are huge giant brown turkey trees down there, fig trees. So yeah, we need to try and restrict the roots as much as possible just to make sure we don't go over that 6 foot rule. And obviously we'll just keep pruning them. We're up here quite a lot. We can keep them watered, we can keep them trimmed down, and hopefully I'll be putting up a frame to allow the trees to grow onto the frame as well. So here's the thing that I have Frankensteined together. It's 2 buckets. I've cut the bottom out of them, added a bit of drain pipe with some slats at the bottom for drainage, and I'm going to have to dig these into the ground, bury them, leave 1 inch or 2 clear at the top so the roots don't grow over the top, and this will allow us to water the roots, because we've got to make sure we keep them nice and fed with water. If you restrict the roots of a fig tree, they're not going to grow as tall, and also you're going to get tastier fruits. What I'll probably do as well is add some stones and a bit of rubble at the bottom of the bucket once it's buried in, and this is going to stop the roots from going crazy, so we don't have monster fig trees that we have to end up cutting down if they get over 6 foot. Right, that's the holes dug. I didn't film digging the holes because I'm pretty sure you all know how to dig a hole, and you don't want to see digging because you do a ton of it yourself, I bet. So anyway, let's put these in. And now I'm going to give them a nice thorough watering. I followed the advice of a neighbour, and I've done a lot of reading online, so I'm hoping this should be a good way of growing them and ensuring we get a decent harvest of figs. As always, if you have any comments, please do leave them. If you have any advice on what we can do to make sure these figs grow to the best they can be, please do let us know. I am a little bit concerned about there maybe not being a wall for them to absorb heat off at the night time, but I reckon there could be ways around that. I can build something that will help them keep the heat. As always, if you have any advice though, do let us know. Well, we'll see how the fig journey progresses. And in Tree Village, or Tree Avenue, whatever you want to call it, we've one tree left to collect, another cherry tree, so hopefully we'll get that one soon. No, what's that over there? There's some sort of sign on the shed. Let's go and have a look and see what it is. I need to show you this. This was the bargain of the century. Don't worry, we're not rebranding to Orchard Farm, although we do have homegrown produce. So this was from our local recycling centre. It is an old sign from, I believe, a farm in the local area. It just got taken to the dump. They just chucked it out. I've cleaned it up. I've used a bit of furniture polish on it. It's all weatherproof, it's all waterproof. I think it's handmade as well. It's like hand carved. If you touch the paint, you can feel like it's textured. So they've actually hand painted all this. So this was a bargain. It worked out probably about £2. Yeah, I love it. Love all these kind of like niche, old school, retro signs. And I think we might get some more and put them on the front of the shed. Yeah, I had to show you this. It's so good. So good. Well, we're back in Tree Village. I put the figs in yesterday, and now, Bank Holiday Monday, we've got the fourth and final tree, which is this Regina Sweet Cherry, because Han, who's filming, wanted 2 cherry trees and 2 fig trees, and now you've got the complete set. Are you happy?
Yes, and thank you, because they were my gifts, because I couldn't go to that show.
Yeah, you missed out. Next year you'll go Toby's.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one's pretty good. It's already been trained to grow on the frame, and we are gonna put up a frame to support all the trees anyways. Yeah, so we're all set to go. Fruit time. So let's get this one dug in the ground. Bits of plastic and in the compost really annoys me, and this is Miracle Grow compost, so it's supposed to be really good, but no. Right, and then I'm going to put all this on top. Oh, I'm not wearing gloves. Oh well, I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
Tommy is putting a crucifix in the ground.
It's definitely a support beam. But Tilly's going to be disappointed because it was for her scarecrow, but
well, needs must.
So that's it. Tree Village has started. You happy with all your Tree Village trees?
I am. Thank you, Tom, for getting me the trees.
Well, yeah, we'll enjoy seeing how these grow and what fruits we get from them, if any. And there's still more building to do, the frame and netting. But other than that, yay, we've got our trees. Well, that's it for this week. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more chickens.